Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of New World. In last episode, we saw the conclusion of World War IV, which saw the GDU given the rebellions in its country their lands back to hopefully prosper peace in this area. We saw the gold team expand a lot, and a lot of things happening in their country right now due to this. And we saw the border disputes in the Lavender country be made. And we saw the dissolvement of all alliances, like military alliances. And instead we saw another military alliance form up here, like right here. So in this episode we're going to continue to look at all those things. Now, first thing is something that I brought up already. The economic alliance layer is a bit out of date, so I got to update real quick. So let's do that. First, we see the disbandment of the Triangle Economic Alliance, since their leader no longer exists and these countries have changed drastically. Another military alliance that's gonna be broken up is the Square Military Economic Alliance, because they will be merging with the GDU Circle Economic Alliance. So all these countries that were in the Square Economic Alliance is now in the GDU's Economic Alliance. Since they are now good allies with the GDU. I just realized there's something weird going on here. I think this country right here was supposed to be purple. Or, wait, no. It's this one. Well, whatever it was, this country is now purple. Oh. Now, these three countries right here won't be joining the Circle Economic Alliance, as a lot of countries in this area will be joining the Lavender team's Hexagon Economic Alliance. Because they're closer to the Hexagon team. But only one that isn't is this dark purple country and the seafoam green country, because they're disputed territory in this area. Another one that's gonna be disbanded is both the diamond one and the trapezoid one. In fact, this one will be completely disbanded and it won't be replaced. And that'll do it for the economic alliances. The whole central area of this world doesn't have an economic alliance anymore. Now, coming over here to the gold team, after World War IV, their people saw how successful and how powerful their country's military was. So the people decide to elect someone different for the leader at the next elections. Someone who would use this military power to expand, which means the gold team becomes a fascist country, the first one since the end of World War III. And when this new leader gets elected, they're immediately gonna show off how powerful of a country they are. They're gonna come down here and without even declaring war, they're gonna send their military into the green team, and they're gonna just flood in all across the border, and they're gonna send their forces to this major city, and just use modern tactics to spearhead to each and every city. And now with the capital surrounded, they'll send all their forces in to siege and eventually take the capital, which makes the green team surrender. And what's this peace tree gonna look like? Well, I'm gonna keep it really simple. The gold team fully annexes the green team, and because that, they no longer need that capital. And yeah, the gold team has just expanded. Let me just clean this up a little bit more. And when this happens, a lot of countries around the gold team are gonna be mad. The GDU will immediately cut all ties with the gold team, and they will put their navy right here in the ocean. One sec. So yeah, the GU will station their navy here. Well, they were always stationed, but they're gonna fully block off the gold team from leaving this area. And in response, the gold team is gonna put their navy right here, all around this area. In fact, they will be doing this around the whole country. Here, let me get it bigger. In fact, we'll show the full navy of the GDU also. So yeah, the gold team and GU are basically in a staring contest right now in the ocean. but nobody dares to pull the trigger. Elsewhere in this northeastern continent, we still have the Pentagon alliance here. They're mainly a defensive pact, but something's about happened between two of their members. You see, these three countries are very weak, and they all want like more resources, more money, more population, and well, this one and this one want to do it peacefully and try work out a deal with these countries around them. But this one and this one think they have to use military force and prove their like power to the continent. So this brown team right here will be like, hey, let's activate our alliance and go after this maroon country. And the rest of the alliance is not like supportive of that, but this country is supportive of it. So they'll send their navy down this river, and when they do, this peach team is gonna block them right here, and like they're gonna block the brown country from being able to land in this red team, but they are close enough. So the brown team's like, alright, change plans, we'll land here. And when this happens, the alliance gets pissed off. So much so that the alliance will kick this country out of the alliance and declare war on it. And they immediately will send their forces in to this country from this side. And this side. Mainly here and here. And this maroon team is gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna knock this landing out. And then they like tell their navy to push up through this naval blockade that's supporting them. Let's be clear, these two are on like the same side right now. So the peach team will give full like military access through their occupation of the waters, and the maroon team will start pushing against the brown team's navy. And when they get here, they will also make a landing inside the brown team. And yeah, slowly but surely, this like brown country is gonna get like eaten up by all three of these countries, and the capital is taken. So let's look at a peace treaty. The peace treaty is gonna be nice and simple here as well. This green team will take this land, and the peach technically they still have this land. The peach team will take this land. And now there's only 2 countries on this island. But it's not gonna be all bad news for this military alliance, because that maroon country is gonna join the Pentagon Alliance. As a thank you for helping them and defending them. So now that area is slowly not being peaceful. Now down here, this white country was former UN land, and the UN doesn't exist anymore. So the green country's like, since UN doesn't exist, nobody technically owns this land, right? And the world's like, what do you mean? Well, this is what I mean. The green team will start its invasion into this former UN land, and despite everybody just getting out of World War IV, everybody's been super aggressive. And not just the green team will invade, this blue team will also reinvade this white country. And yeah, this white country is getting slapped around. But then the country's gonna come to its aid. And that country will be the cyan country. Or teal. It's more teal, not cyan. I don't know why I still call it cyan. So yeah, in this country, pretty strong. So they move in from the north here. What is going on with this tool? Alright, well that'll be good enough. They'll send their forces into this northern area. I just realized I put these symbols on the wrong layer. 1 second. So, fixed it. So yeah, the cyan country is not messing around with this war, as they're able to quickly, like, come down and within a matter of, like, a month, fully capitulate the country, allowing this white team to kick out that invasion force and the green invasion force. And then the cyan country will move into the green team, and so will the white country, as they are starting to really push back the green team here. And yeah, now the green team's being invaded, but when they start getting invaded, somebody up here is gonna threaten get involved. And they're gonna tell the white country and the cyan country to stop their invasion. They've won already, or else will join on the side of the green team. And the cyan and white team will refuse. So, despite not being, like, connected to them, this blue team right here will join the war on this side. of the square team, and they'll they'll ask the GU for passage through the country, and the GU will allow them. So when these two get word that no country is getting involved, they start trying blitz towards the capital of the green team. But this is here where the blue team forces arrive, and yeah, despite being recently formed, the blue team's in one of the more powerful areas the GU formerly controlled. And when they start pushing back these two countries, these two are like, alright, let's just sit down for a peace deal, and all parties will accept this, because they're losing the war pretty badly. But before they agree to sit down, they fully push both countries out of the green team. Now let's look at this peace treaty. This peace treaty is actually gonna be simple. The cyan country will fully annex this blue country. And down here, disputes gonna occur. Both the white and green team now claim this state as their own. And now there's a third border dispute in the world. But these alliances weren't full permanent ones, so they're disbanded, except the white country and the cyan country are gonna agree to form a permanent alliance. The White Diamond Alliance forms down here, and they offer neighboring countries the ability to join it. And one will. This seafoam country, and surprisingly, country not even neighboring them, the dark blue country, as white country, seafoam green, and dark purple country all share a similar issue. There's border disputes in other countries that they believe should be their land. And yeah, so this area is militarized once again. Speaking of being militarized, the gold team isn't done with their shenanigans quite yet in this area, because suddenly over here a small group of naval vessels start lining up right here, and the GU's what you doing? They're like, oh, nothing. They're like, yeah, not nothing. We're gonna reinforce this area for our allies. And when they do this, the gold team will make the smart choice and back out of this area, because they know they don't really want any beef with the GDU right now, because they would actually curb stomp the gold team in a one-on-one war. Instead, they're gonna tell their navy, you know what, move northwest instead. And yeah, a huge, what is going on? A huge amount of their navy will start moving this way. And this country knows what's about to happen. So they're gonna be like, let's get ready, navy ready for this, cause this does not look good. Great Union, will you help us out? And surprisingly, the Great Union remains silent on this. In fact, they quietly they quietly kick this country out of the economic alliance, and this whole continent's confused by that because why are you doing that? That's one of our allies, can you not do that? And they remain silent still. Nobody knows why. But the gold team doesn't really care why, because they're gonna fire upon this country's navy, move through here and into here, and this is where they make their land. And the gold team lands in this country, and a lot of the countries in this region of this continent will join the war to help them. So these three countries will join an effort to help the ally, and they will all start sending their troops towards this front line, but they all kind of know that without the Grey Union helping them, they're kind of no match for the gold team, and this country slowly starts getting pummeled. And again, these three will call for the Grey team help, and they will respond this time. The Grey team will deploy its navy in this area, and looks like they're gonna come over here, help them with defense. So this country is gonna do something that proves to be foolish at the end, because they'll relinquish naval control to the Grey team here, thinking, hey, yeah, the Grey team's now gonna help us. And yeah, they start line the navy up here, then something really surprising happens. The Grey team also makes a landing in this country and starts to invade it. And when this happens, the whole continent's like, wait, what are you doing? That's your ally, bro. You can't do that. And they're like, oh, yeah, about that. We're not on the same team. Because secretly, they've been holding elections. And the people miss the great Grey Empire that existed here centuries ago. And they want to expand to form that empire one more time. And secretly, behind the scenes, they flipped to a fascist regime and have been secretly forming something with the gold team. The United Fascist Alliance returns, but not in the area it once existed. These two countries want to become the two most powerful countries in the world, and the two largest countries in the world. And when this is announced, this country knows that's time in this world is over, as Grey Team troops storm throughout this northern area, taking all of this. And the Gold Team just absolutely hammers this southern area. And when the capital's about to be taken, this country surrenders to all sides to save the people within its capital, and they urge these two countries to surrender as well, but they don't, which is a bad idea, because Grey Team just entered this country. And the Gold Team has just entered this country down here. And now they're seeing the full strength of these two very militaristic nations. And they will eventually be able to take this whole southern area of the Pink Team, including 2 major cities in the capital. The Grey Team will blitz up here, taking 2 more major cities, and the Gold Team will follow through and also help them. And this Pink Team now no longer exists in this world. The 2 recently formed fascist nations have just won this war, and the Lion Team will make the smart decision to leave the war, and the Grey Empire and the Gold Empire will accept this. So let's look at this peace treaty now. So this peace treaty is going to be simple as well, because the Gold Team... What? Oh. Right. Because Gold Team will be taking all of this, and the Grey Team will be taking the rest, not then that whole country. And yeah, these 2 countries have just violently expanded once again. Well, for the Gold Team, it's once again. For the Grey Team, it's kind of the first time in decades. But yeah. So how is the continent gonna react? Like, they're all in the same economic alliance with the Grey Empire, so what are they gonna do? Yeah, that makes sense. Multiple countries leave the Grey Empire's economic alliance. Some do stay in it for protection and like economy reasons, and they think if they make the Grey Empire mad, they'll invade them, which is a pretty smart thing to think, because here's the thing, they're right. The Grey Empire's troops move out from here, and this country just stands no chance against Grey Empire. They completely solo this whole country within a matter of like 2 or 3 months. And they don't annex it, they do something instead. They convert this country from a democracy to a fascist regime, and force them to join their military alliance. So now we have 3 fascist powers in the world. And these countries down here are a little worried about that. Especially when over here there's hostilities. And yeah. But the thing is, the GUs has an economic alliance with this teal team, but they don't support the diamond military alliance they formed. So they're gonna make a kind of crazy decision. They will be leaving the Circle Alliance. Same thing with this country and these 2 countries and this gray country. So now the Circle Alliance will be led by the teal team, and a new military alliance will be formed down here. Now, yeah, despite like World War IV just ended, the world's going back to its very violent ways rapidly. And the countries in this alliance will be the purple country, this blue country, this green country, this gray country, this red, this off purple, the pink country, the rose country, and the gray country. This is a whole like regional alliance, and they make it known that any country one second here. Let me use this. Any country that's not inside this like area that I've like outlined will not be allowed to join the alliance. 3 countries though, and 2 to kind of like hopefully not cause any military tension in this region, but the gold team's gonna see that as, oh, they're not aligning with them. More free land. And these 2 countries down here are very weak. And the GU doesn't really think of getting involved because they're kind of scared of the Red Circle Alliance still. So when the gold team enters this country, they do nothing. Especially when this country starts getting invaded, they'll still do nothing. And these countries will be quick to fall. And the gold team is gonna take after the gray team and convert this into a puppet state, like one unified puppet state. Oh. And they're gonna force some change from a democracy to a fascist nation. And this is really bad because, one, the GU hates fascism. Like, they eradicated all the fascist countries near them, but now fascism's starting to re-show its face in this world. And that'll conclude what's going on over here. But over here, something bad's gonna happen. Because this Lavender team is done. They're like, you know what? Get out of our territory now. And the dark purple team's like, no, that's my territory. And they're like, you know what? Screw it. How am I gonna do this? I think we'll do it like this. Yeah, that's gonna be how we have to do this one right now. So the Lavender team will push into this puppet state and slowly, not puppet state, this disputed territory, and they'll slowly start pushing out any like people from the dark purple team out of this area. We'll just do that for simplicity. And when this happens, the White Diamond Alliance activates. And yeah, so the Lavender team's gonna quickly also move down here and take back this area. And now then a 1-on-4 war, which might not go well for them, but that'll be figured out next episode. See you guys then. Welcome back to another episode of New World. In the last episode, we saw the return of fascism within this area of the world. Like, mainly this area. We saw the White Diamond Alliance form here after the green team invaded them. The white country down here. And we saw, oh wait, before we go back there, we saw this area again, a big like fight. This brown team that was right here no longer exists, and the maroon team joined the alliance. And then right before the episode ended, the Lavender team sent troops into these disputed territories, and they're now at war with the White Diamond Alliance. So yeah, what are they gonna do? Well, the first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna full send their military into the dark purple team before more troops arrive. So they're able to successfully take this land before like troops on the seafoam country arrive, and these two countries troops arrive. But when these reinforcements arrive in the dark purple team, we're able to start pushing back on the pink team. Well, not pink team, the lavender team. And they eventually push them back to here. And they also like make a little landing right here and start pushing into here. And yeah, they enter here to start retaking what they say is their territory. And yeah, they take all of that back. and they just start pushing around the Lavender team. And the Seafoam country will also make a landing right in their former disputed territory, right here. And then they'll make a push out of there, and together these two will start cutting off the capital and working towards it when someone makes a surprise entrance into this war. And that country will be this central, like, brown country. They will send their navies, start bombarding this area with missiles and artillery. And when the front lines weaken, they make landing here to help the Lavender team and help them start pushing back the Diamond Alliance. And they're able to push them back here, and because they kind of weren't expecting this country to join, the Seafoam Green country had nothing here. They had all their military heading here, so this brown country will quickly enter into this Seafoam country and cut it up quite a bit. And yeah, they'll take a lot of this land. And when this happens, the Seafoam Green country will start retreating. And they lose this occupation area. And now the dark purple team's being pushed back. And when these troops in Seafoam Green country arrive, they make some progress, but not a lot. And the Cyan country is gonna be sending troops to help. They'll do the same thing that this country just did, and they'll be bombarding this area. And they will make a landing right here to help out. And they seem to be having good amount of success here. They're like, okay, maybe we can still win this war. But then the white team does something really stupid. They send their troops into this disputed territory, which gets this whole alliance involved. So yeah, the GU's alliance is now involved in this war. And when this happens, the green team is gonna be very quick to take back the disputed territory. Oh wait, one layer. So yeah, they take all this back, and they begin to push into the white team again, and they're a lot more successful because they have a whole alliance behind them now. And yeah, the green team manages cut this country in half. The GDU will be fighting the teal team in this lake with its navy. No, with its freaking aircrafts. Idiot. No, I'm kidding. It's the navy. I'm just being a goof. So yeah, the GU's navy will start pushing against the Cyan team's navy. And yeah, they're pushing and pushing, and they eventually meet land and make a landing right here. And now, the Diamond Alliance is gonna be like, oh my god, why the hell did we start this war? Especially when somebody decides third party in this war. Cause gold team troops land right here as well, and now the Diamond Alliance is like being invaded, but in all their countries except for, oh, we still have that invasion here. So yeah, gold team gets in on this. They take all of this out. What is this? It's not in the city line. No capital line? Capital. Okay, we fixed. So yeah, now with the joint strength of all of these countries, this Diamond Alliance is gonna quickly fall apart as these countries just steamroll through. And even though these two hate each other, they aren't gonna be like fighting each other directly, because that'll lead to probably a full-on world war at that point. They don't want that. They just want to eliminate the Diamond team. So the GU will take this capital city, move its troops down to this city, while also the green team finishes invading this white country, and it's fully occupied. And then they make their entrance into this country as well. And yeah, the Diamond team's gonna lose this war. I don't really need to tell you guys that, because I think you guys kind of figured that out already. What? Where is that? Oh, okay. And yeah, the gold team will take the remaining area up here. The purple team will take all of this. And the green team will take this. We'll eventually move up here. And the cyan team will surrender to all three sides. And this is where the Circle Alliance will be leaving the war, because they got what they wanted. In fact, they're gonna sell a peace treaty for this area right here, right now. The Gold Country will set up yet another puppet state right here. Their capital's gonna be right there. And of course, they're gonna be not communist, fascist. And they will, of course, also join the Circle Alliance. So yeah. And for the rest of this, they're gonna wait until the end of the war to do anything about it. But the gold team will give their occupation of these areas to the GDU. As this brown team, I'm actually gonna slightly change their color. What the fuck? Alright, so yeah, this brown team will, no, not that big of an invasion force. They'll continue their invasion of the seafoam green country, now with the GU also supporting them, yeah, it's not gonna look good for the sea from Green Country. And when this city gets taken and this small area is threatened, the sea from Green Country is gonna agree to surrender or leave the war and accept all punishments it's gotten. And now there's only one country left in the Diamond Alliance, and that's this country. And they're like, well, we'll surrender. We'll surrender if you don't kill us. And the Lavender team's like, yeah, too late. We're done with you. So, Lavender country will take all this occupied land back. And they will start to re-invade this country, and they make multiple land-ins, eventually linking up all land-ins. Take this city, and they'll continue to fight here, and they'll eventually take the capital. And now we can look at peace. Voice cut. The peace treaty. First, down here, the white country will be annexed by the green country, and they will lose their capital, of course, and will not lose, more so they don't need it anymore. And the dark blue team will be returned here and here. So dark blue team got all of the Cyan countries' old land. So yep. And over here, the brown team will get all this land. So it'll look something like this now. And up here, Lavender team, it's gonna be like, alright, this is ours now, this is ours now, and this is ours now. So yeah, they just took all that back over. And yeah, and this country no longer exists, so it don't need a capital. And what? Why is this not putting it down? Oh, that's why. And yeah. So now Lavender team has expanded, and these two countries weren't like permanent members of the 3-Point Star Alliance, so so yeah, they are done here, and this alliance no longer exists. And now yeah, the Diamond Alliance just got destroyed because the team invaded them, and the white team invaded the GDU. And the fascists are fascists. Speaking of the fascists, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fascist countries against this small alliance here. and the fascists are a lot stronger. So I think you guys know what's gonna go on here. The fascists are gonna enter this country first and start blitzing through it. At the same time, they'll invade this purple team, while also the gray team will land here and all around this coast, taking this city. And now these countries are kind of screwed as the gold team rapidly takes over this one and rapidly takes over this one. Like, these countries are like super weak, while gold team, the gold team, the gray team, GU, this green team, and the rose team are like the top 5 powers in the world. And yeah, being against some of the top 5 powers in the world is not fun. And yeah, this one's destroyed. And this country's entered. And despite being in this alliance, all these countries will slowly be completely destroyed. And yeah. So what's Peace Tree gonna look like? Well, I don't need to cut because I think it's pretty simple. First, the triangle alliance is disbanded, and the gold team will fully annex this country and this country. So yeah, that's bad. I don't really think I need to explain why that's bad. And the gray country will be taking all of these. So now they have land over here. Of course, these capitals need to be erased. Oh. And also, during these peace talks, the Grey Empire decides to unite, well, quote-unquote, unite with its puppet state. So, yeah, this guy's no longer, well, it is an alliance just through ownership instead of allegiance. So, yeah, and, now these two countries are looking really, really big. And the gray team's not done getting bigger quite yet, as they send their troops into this country and this country. This country quickly falls. Well, this, what would you call this? Pink? Indigo? I don't know. It doesn't matter because they can steammold. Yeah, this country stood no chance. And, of course, the fascists are gonna do their favorite thing and fully annex both of them. So, fun for these people of the world. So, yeah, this is where somebody is gonna put their foot down, and the 3-point star alliance is gonna expand even more. Because keep in mind that the GU hates fascism, so this blue country will join. They will allow the brown and the lavender country join as full members. And now, yeah, there's a big unified fascist bloc in between them. And it's about to get worse when these middle countries decide to reunite. And yeah, they reunite into this red country. It is not the Red Empire. In fact, let's change their colors slightly to make them look a little different. It'll be that color. And it will include all 5 of these countries, and the capital will be this one right here. And people are like, alright, this might be a good thing. These countries are united for stability, and they're democratic, so they'll probably join the 3-point star alliance, right? Well, no. Because they are fascists now. And who helped them form this new union? Well, none other than Gold Team, and they joined the Gold Team's alliance. And now, the GU sees this and it's like, oh no, this is bad. Because now, the Gold Team and the Gray Team have a lot of influence in this world again. So, yeah. That's a bit of a oof right there. But let's take a break from this area of the world. Because up here, something really surprising's gonna happen. The, this, like, greenish country will be meeting with this country, and discussing something. And all of them, like, share very similar, like, cultures, religions, views, and government styles. So they're all like, hey, want to join the Pentagon Alliance? And they're like, we would rather just all unite. And the green country goes to the alliance, discusses it with them, and they approve. These two approve. So this whole area will be united into one large country. So yeah, of course, these capitals don't exist anymore now. Well, they do exist. And now that this country is a lot bigger, and there's no yellow over here. Right, now that this country is a lot bigger, through unification, these 3 are gonna be like, hey, we should try unite too. So they will. These 3 will unite with the maroon team. And And this isn't really that surprising to the countries nearby because they're all like every country in this area besides the former brown team that was right here was quite friendly. And yeah, so nobody in this like region rejects this unification. These two unifications. And in fact, it sparks something through this area. Because shortly after, these three will be uniting into one big country. And they will keep their capital right where the blue teams was. This purple country will be uniting with this orange country. Oh wait, that's wrong layer. So now they are one big country. And yeah, the amount of countries in this area just drastically reduced, but in a peaceful way. And the Pentagon Alliance will gain popularity in this area, so that all the countries that just united join the Pentagon Alliance. And this whole continent's relatively peaceful. This red team will also have something go on. They'll get all this land from the green team up here since they don't really need it anymore. So yeah, this is a pretty peaceful continent. But then suddenly, after all the peaceful stuff that's been going on, a coalition will form against the Grey Union here. The lime team, the orange team, the purple team, the pink team, the red team, this team, this country, this country, this country, this one, and this one will all form a coalition against the grey fascist country, which automatically activates the fascist pact, right? Well, the gold team's not exactly loyal, and they reject helping the grey team, which makes them leave the alliance. And guess what? Is also kind of a ploy, because the gold team joins that coalition against the grey team. And yeah. Now, why they do this? Well, it's simple. They wanna take over more land. They see this as a easy land gain. The orange team will enter in through this side, taking multiple major cities. The lime team will enter this area, taking multiple major cities themselves. This pink team will enter this area, taking one city. Oh, and let's do something about this. This country unites with this one. Just make it simple. And this blue team will enter in here, taking 3 major cities. this purple country will go down here, taking all this land. And this is where the gold team is going to be like, yay, let's send all their military into our neighbor, into our former ally. So they take 4 major cities quickly up here, and they just blitz up here, taking like this much land way away. Well, this country will take these 2 cities, 3 cities, 4 cities. This country will enter in here. Tolerance is way too high somehow. And yeah, they eventually, all 3 of these countries will divide up this land. And the coalition isn't really like happy the gold team's helping them, but then again, they don't really like the gray team. They hate the gray team more. They feel betrayed by them, which is understandable. So yeah, they will be reluctantly working with the gold team as these countries slowly push in throughout the gray team. And another reason why the gold team betrayed the gray team is they didn't trust them, because they were willing to betray their former allies. So when was the gray team gonna betray them? So yeah, they make a landing right here, take these cities, and they eventually take the capital of the gray team. And yeah, this coalition's going really well, mainly because it's a like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12v1 right now. And yeah, eventually the gray team will fully fall apart, and the gold team will make the finishing blow by taking all this area. And now we can look at the peace tree of this coalition. So this is how the peace tree is gonna go. First off, this purple team will get all of this land and this land. The blue team will not get it next. We'll get all this land. The pink team get all of this land. The orange team get all of this. The lime team will get all of this. And the gold team will get the remainder. Yeah, they kind of didn't want to give the gold team any land up here, but they did help, and they don't really want to be invaded by the gold team. So they take it under one condition: the gold team cannot invade any other country up here. We'll give the rest of this to the blue team here. And what states look like here? And also they'll rewrite the state map a little bit to add this, these two new states, and they will give those areas to the blue team. So yeah, the gray team is now gone. When the oldest countries in the world just got destroyed in a coalition, part of which was by their own ally. But, you know, Gold Team doesn't care about that. There's no alliances when you want to be the strongest thing in the world. Well, there is, but you don't respect it. So up here, oh, you gotta get rid of all these squares. There's a spoiler. None of the countries here coming back. Up here, peace tree is gonna go like this. Gold team will get all of this land. This country will get this land. And this lime country will get this land. And yeah, the gold team has just expanded by a lot with this coalition, and their goals were successful with it. But somebody's not gonna be happy about that. And that person is the GDU. They're gonna decide, you know what? They wanna do this whole like coalition thing against the gray team and benefit from it. We aren't gonna let that slide. So they will be expand their military alliance one more time in this video to include each and every country that the gold team was just helping out. So yeah, this whole big area will be joining the GU's alliance. And before we end it off, there's gonna be one more unification, and that's gonna be between these three countries. And it's pretty smart to do because these countries are fairly weak, and they would benefit a lot from a united like country. And 1 second. Oh. And their capital will be this one right here. So yeah, so that's what the world map is currently looking like. Oh, and this don't exist anymore. Well, I just nuked the countries. This doesn't exist anymore. And it will be replaced by will be replaced by the 3-point star alliance, also having a economic alliance. We'll do oh wait, something just occurred here. And this economic alliance doesn't really exist anymore. And 1 second. And these countries down here. Oh wait. 1 sec. Gotta update this. This is what the economic alliance layer looks like so far. I want to wait to do this last one because a new economic alliance is gonna be formed by this fascist country. The fascist gold team will be forming the Circle Economic Alliance, and some countries in this region are going to join that rather than join the arrow or the 3-point star one, because they see the gold team as one of the strongest countries in the world. And what do you do in that country? You're evil. So yeah. So yeah. That'll conclude it for this episode. In the next episode we'll see what the GU will do in response to the fascists expanding rapidly. See you guys then. Hello everybody, welcome back for more New World. In last episode, we saw part 2 of the Age of Expansion. This episode we're gonna see part 3, which will be the finale of Age of Expansion. Now, if this map looks slightly different, that's because the footage corrupted and I had to remake the map for this layer on this episode. So it's not exactly 1-to-1. But anyway, this episode, it's gonna end the Age of Expansion. Mainly because tensions between the 3-part Star Alliance, which is democratic, and the Circle Alliance, which is fascist. This icon's incorrect. They're supposed to have that. Alright. So, where the tension's gonna begin is right down here. Because the GU thinks, hey, we're sick of having these fascists occupying areas in our land, in our area, more so. So they're gonna be like, hey, you need to get out of this area right now. Like this area right now, or we're gonna invade. the gold empires can look at them and be like, I bet, do it, see what happens. And the GU thinking, oh, we're the most powerful country in the world, when they're not. The gold empire has officially passed them. The GU's gonna make the foolish decision to invade this puppet state. They're gonna start by invading from down here. And yeah, this will cause both alliances to get involved. So major war that looks like this will break out, and almost immediately the gold team is gonna take advantage of this, of course. They kind of might have figured something like this will happen. So they cross border here, take this city, they cross border here, take this capital city, and this city. They'll cross right here, taking this city. Let's do a slightly different shade. Yeah, they'll take that city and these two cities. Will also enter in here. And and here. And they'll eventually link up their front line in this country and this country. And yeah, the gold team is on offense immediately. And this front line will be slowly pushed back. But as you can see, GU has multiple countries helping them. So in the ocean around here, they will have their ally, me, this will have their ally deploy their navy down here. And down here, they'll deploy their own navy. Actually, in this whole area will look something like this for them. And this fascist government will take the rest of the lake. So down here, what's gonna happen is GU's gonna attempt to push in through this naval front line with the help of the green team down here. And that's how far navies are gonna get. Up here though, the GU's gonna send more troops up here and extend their front line like this. Also pushing deeper and starting to threaten this capital, like half it's taken over. Up here, this country will be sending troops over here. Like, actually, it's all these countries send troops here and here to help the GU fight this war. And as the reinforcements start to arrive in this country, well, before they arrive, the Gold Empire is able to take even more land down here, and eventually, they'll have this whole big front line down here, but over here, the orange team will start seeing some success, but not able to push them fully out. The blue team, though, is able to push the Gold Empire out fully and start their own invasion up here. That's because these 4 countries send troops here and here. Now, they're not sending troops down here, because what they're actually going to allow the gold team to do is, wrong tool, they're going to allow the gold team to take more land down here to get about this far. And the gold team's like, oh, this is so far pretty easy in this theater of the war. But then, this content's plan starts happening as these troops are actually not going to push towards here. Instead, they're gonna push around this border and start actually counter-invading from behind and start sending troops from here. And now, slowly, this big pocket of troops will be surrounded. It'll be slow but steady, but this continent will be able to successfully trap these troops in this area. And now that the blue team has some assistance in this area, they'll give over the occupation here and here to the gold team. But then something will happen that will change the tide of war in favor of the gold team. When the GU finally takes this capital, multiple missiles will be detected incoming into the GU. 15 nuclear bombs will hit major cities in the GU, and the whole world is stunned. It's at this point where it's revealed that the Gold Empire has nuclear weapons. Before they launch, they had 25. Now they only have 10. And the whole world freezes. They think about, should we continue this war? The GU just got nuked 15 times. and the Gold Empire is within in this lower area, and barely any progress is happening here or here. What should we do? But then a group of nations will decide to join the war on the side of the GU. The Seafoam Greek country joins the war. The Grey country joins the war. The northeastern part of the main continent joins the war. And then, surprisingly enough, the northeast continent, the three most powerful countries in this area, join the war. And now, with this, the GU makes their goal known. These nuclear strikes are awful, and now the gold team will not just be reduced, they will be outright destroyed. And when this happens, after this is said, the GU launches the largest counter-offensive in this area, and multiple cities are taken, and slowly this whole area is retaken. But they know the Gold Empire won't let this slide. Their last 10 nuclear bombs are launched. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 nuclear bombs hit the 3-point star alliance. And now, with the gold team out nukes, this war will be purely conventional, especially when something starts to go down here. A large rebellion forms in the south of the Gold Empire, and when they form, they immediately start helping the 3-point star alliance. They start moving from all ends of the rebellion. The 3-point star alliance will make a landing down here and help the rebellion move north. The Gold Empire is starting to collapse as this invasion just destroys a lot of their morale and resources in this area. Up here, the Lime team is able to start pushing back against the Gold Empire. Eventually, they finally get a majority of this land back under their control. And they almost fully kick out the Gold Empire. Over here, though, the Gold Empire is able successfully re-link up with these troops in this area, take back this land, and kick the orange team out and the pink team. but the blue team stays strong as they start pushing out in this area. And then over here, these three countries will start a fight against each other as this light line team, I'll call them. Sorry, I'm a bit stuffy and I recently broke a tooth, so my speech might not be as clear for this episode. I'm sorry. What layer is this stupid pixel on? I fucking hate. Alright, there we go. We fixed it. Sorry, I switched microphone modes just now. Actually, wait. Yeah, this one's dumb. This one, yeah, this one is what I'm supposed to be on for videos. Sorry, I was voice chatting last night, so I had my voice chat settings on. But anyway, these two countries will start pushing into the gray team. Well, over here, the brown team is gonna be like, oh, you nuked us. That's a little funny, don't you think? Oh no, we sent a whole navy over here, and what's that there? Oh, they're advancing slowly. Hey, you better help us, or get invaded. And I like, yeah, we'll go with helping you. Because, yeah, we don't want to be destroyed because the fascists decided to go nuclear. So this country joins the war on the side of the democracies. And they start making a lot, okay, wrong lane. They start making a lot of efforts over here, taking 2 cities, all helping this brown team up here. Oh, sorry, I zoomed out way too much. I haven't done these videos in a bit, I'm sorry. And, the gold team is gonna be like, why are my allies so useless? But they don't really have time to wonder about things because they kind of need to deal with this rebellion over here. So that's what they start focusing on. But when they do, something else pops up. Another rebellion breaks out over here, and yeah, the gold team's actively collapsing now as this rebellion starts pushing out, and this one goes actually around the invading forces and takes these 2 cities. And now the gold empire's like, what's going on? Like, I thought our civilians were happy with that empire. Yeah, they're not. And when the GU makes landing right here, the gold empire's like, alright, let's sit down for a peace deal. Let's not destroy each other fully. And all sides agree. So let's look at this peace treaty. Okay, and now for the peace tree, we'll start up here. The gold team will get all this land and all of this land. One second. Let me clean that up a little bit. Right? The orange team will get this land back. Pink team will get all this back, of course. The blue team up here will get all this land from the gold team. So up here, barely anything has changed. Over here, though, a lot has changed. The former green team that was here will be reformed. And they'll be right back where they were. And they'll also get all this land, so they'll grow a lot bigger. The brown team will get this land. And right here, no. And right here, no. They'll get right here. This country will get all of this. And this country will get all that back. Up here, a dark purple country will be formed out of this billion, no. So, yeah. And then the gold team will get all this back. The lime country will get all of this. And and the GU will get this entire area back. This capital, of course, no longer exists because of it. And yeah. Then anything else I missed? No. So yeah. And now that will conclude the gold versus GU war. Let's do the capitals real quick. There's a short war because the gold team kind of knew. Yeah, we'll probably not win this one. So let's surrender, save our military. in our country, which is reasonable do. Uh-oh. No. Anyway, oh, it needs capital. Oh, down here does. No. Right. Oh, sorry for that. So yeah, let's look at the government layer. So this is what the government layer looks like now. Of course, the military alliance layer has changed too. The Gold Empire is forced to dissolve their alliance completely, and the GU's alliance will dissolve mostly in this area. In fact, let's do it like this. And now the GU's alliance mainly consists of countries that actively border the Gold Empire. So yeah, they're mainly doing this because now they want peace. Now, during this whole time, of course, this pink team and this team were democracies. But seeing the conflicts that were brewing, they both decide to flip into communism as a way they get away from all the drama with the countries, well, democratic countries. So communism is back in this world, and the Gold Empire will remain fascist. This country, the Light Lime team, though, will flip into monarchy. Same thing with this one. Now there's only 2 fascist countries, 2 monarchies, and 2 communists, and the rest are democracies. And a lot of the powerful democracies are in alliance against the 2 remaining fascist governments. And that'll do it for this episode of New World. In next episode, we'll see what happens now that fascism is reduced again. See you guys next time.